Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for the Immortal Thor issue 25, 2023. Oh, that is a really nice, awesome cover. I like the use of purples and pinks and the light blues there. Now, we don't get everybody down here kind of looking at Thor, but this is a nice kind of cover to showcase the end that we're kind of dealing with here, and this does a good job of ending this run and setting up for what's coming next. Knowest thou how to pray? Knowest thou how to offer? From Odin's rune song, the elder Edis of Saemund Sigvason. Yeah. At the end of the Black Bridge that spanned Vimur, greatest of all rivers, by the ruined gate to Utgard, the realm that was no realm, Thor lay dead. His weapons fallen and unclaimed, his spirit fled where none could follow, slain in his moment of triumph by base trickery and foul deceit, murdered. And we just see Thor laying there. It's like, damn. Sacrificed. I'm sorry, Thor. I'm so sorry. No. And what was the sacrifice made? It's like, okay. And that is really cool seeing both Lokis like that over Thor's body. It's like, shit, Loki, I will see you dead for this. Dead and damned. What magic would need such noble blood as its payment? What could ever be worth this cost? I'm curious myself, little Loki. What trick are you playing here? Are you a piece in Gaia's game, or is she part of yours? And I love that of Utgard Loki, what you playing at? Oh, would you know more, old trickster? And I like that, and I like how different the paneling is, how we get some bigger kind of page ones and then smaller kind of panels interspersed. More will be told, and Loki was gone. Utgard Loki pondered the game as it lay before him. Thor had won his trial. He had endured, while Kimmer the king and Measured the smiter had fallen. Yet for all that, the son of Asgard Midgard was dead, and the way to both those realms was now open. What an intriguing tale you weave, Asa Loki. You will tempt me to make it true. And all that lay in the elder god's way was Scourge, the executioner of Asgard, who Thor had placed halfway across the Black Bridge to halt the Utgard gods by any means he could. Thor. And what means would those be? Would those now be? It's like, what is Utgard Loki playing at too? This is a really amazing two-page spread here, with the paneling to showcase what's going on and the cracking of the Black Bridge. My friend, my foe, 'tis a bitter last laugh you have left me. Scourge had tried to give his life for the Allfather, and now he saw the chance to give it for his legacy. Yet still I will play my role in the jest. So he raised the blood axe high, and Lady Sif, guardian of the Rainbow Bridge, saw what he would do. Scourge, no, no! Too late. With one blow of the axe that wise Uller honed with Scourge's very soul, the Black Bridge shattered like glass. And I fucking love how it showcased and the Krakoom that's going on. It's like, shit. And Scourge fell. Ha. And I love that we get him there and we peter out as he goes and was lost. It's like, damn, Scourge. I love that how they make it feel. And then we get another nice one here showcasing the ramifications of breaking the Black Bridge. And more lost with him, for the Black Bridge to Utgard and the Rainbow Bridge to Midgard were opposites, yet two sides of a single coin. That had been Loki's great secret in the beginning. To conjure the Rainbow Bridge was to conjure its dark counterpart alongside it. So that means Loki had this kind of plan in mind from the get-go. The price of the new beginning was always the ending, so now that glittering bridge of hope and joy died a second death, greater than the first, for Thor lay dead in the dark wood. Well played, Asgard. And where was the dark wood? Well played, as we then see Utgard Loki and Thor disappearing. None could say. The god of two worlds was gone, and all links between Asgard and Midgard were sundered. Now this is kind of crazy as we see this kind of changing up here. Name the face. Okay, Mary Lou, you are one question away from the grand prize on Name the Face. So, for $1 million, can you name the 5 people in this picture? Oh, those are the original Avengers. I'm sorry, Mary Lou. I need every name. We will accept code names. 20 seconds left. Iron Man, the Wasp, Bruce Banner. Did I say Iron Man? No, Ant-Man and, the Hammer Guy. 10 seconds. Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill, Todd. That's correct. The last of the founding Avengers was indeed that amazing alien warrior Beta Ray Bill, even in history, even in memory, showcasing that Thor has been changed to Beta Ray Bill here. That is an interesting kind of thing of that it's kind of swapped, but yet Beta Ray Bill is intrinsically tied to Thor, so we'll see how that kind of ripples out. I can see it, like a wave passing over all the Midgard realm, a wave of forgetting, of rewriting the stories. Once again, we are myth to them, stories only, we were never there. However, what was kind of going on, this might have been an important part of Loki's plan to fix what Enchantress and Dario were doing. But we'll see. Do you remember me, Bill? Do you remember any of us? Control Sith, you are seer of Asgard, and we need thy sight. Are the other realms likewise cut off from us? Nay, without the Rainbow Bridge the ways are longer, but there are ways. It is only Midgard that is separate from us entirely. So we are 9 realms again, and perhaps between the 9 of us, we may find a way to the lost 10th. After we mourn, seeing as they pull out, as they're at Yggdrasil there. Andril spoke gently and spoke of hope, for that was his way, but his secret heart was as dark and grim as Hogun's. There would be little hope for Asgard, for any realm, in the time to come. How could there be? Thor was dead. It's like, yeah. But then, we switch up here. And so, Thor entered into death. And I will really like this, and we shift our art style to kind of more fit with this kind of changing here. And then we also then switch again towards the end. It's like the Twilight Kingdom. Let's see what's going on here. Loki told the truth then. They looked into my eyes across a flame of great magic and swore they would kill me. And here I am dead. And not for me Valhalla, where my father now resides, nor Andlang, spirit realm of great-grandfather Buri. Nor is this even cheerless hell, for all the times Hela swore I would end my days there. I stand for a 3rd time in the 3rd heaven. Vidblane, land of lost souls. Why, Loki? Why here? And it's like, oh shit. And again, of course, I like how Thor looks here. It's like, okay, even though this is a different art style and changing up stuff, it looks really fucking awesome. And I love how the paneling, again, is kind of doing different kind of things with perspective of zooming in and zooming out. So, it seems the demons of Vidblane are here to greet me. Come then, foul cur. You will not find Thor an easy what? As it goes to pretty much eat something else. It's like, what? An insect at my feet is what drew its eye. Morsel of food for a hungry beast. It wanted no fight at all, and why would it? Before, these demons fought to keep me from returning to life. Now I have no life to return to. I stretch out my hand as I have so many times, but Mjolnir does not fill it. And though there is rain here, it is weak and formless. The storm will not come to this place. So where voyage you now, Thor Odinson? What sky are you found under? What star do you now orbit? Are you remembered by those you once aided? Do the triumphs you fought for yet survive? Does the good you died for mean anything at all? For what purpose was your death? For what purpose was your life? Tell me, emptiness. Tell me, death. Now that it is too late. Now that it is over. The All-Father would know. It's like, ah, shit. And I do like that. He's like, he doesn't have Mjolnir. The storm doesn't answer him. He's trying to get information, and he's just kind of walking along. We see him talking to himself, but also thought bubbling to himself. I like the mixture there. Nay, the All-Father is dead, and pomp and pride died with him. I would know. Would you know more? It's like, okay. As he's like, what the fuck? Who are you? Har am I, who sits on the high throne of the 3rd land of death and speaks high truce. And you are Thor, who bows at last to what must be. Jafnhar am I, equal to my brothers. I sit on the higher throne and speak higher truce yet. And you are Thor, whose thread is cut, whose final end faced. Thridi am I, 3rd of the brothers. I sit on the highest throne and speak the highest of truce. You are Thor, who seeks answers as his father did before him in the long ago. If you would know more, more will be told. And I love this. We see it on him and then see these other kings. It's like, oh shit. You know of my father? First, I know that King Odin died, and in Valhalla King Odin must remain. Interesting. Okay. Second, I know that Odin One-Eye is greater than a king. Third, I know that a seeker of knowledge will always seek it more. I like that answer. What of my son Magni? What fate awaits him? And we see him asking these questions and these answers. It's like, okay, cool. Fourth, I know that two paths diverge, one long, one tragic short. Fifth, I know to beware ambition in two forms. Sixth, I know that where I see a throne, I see a grave. I like that answer, not. And what is my fate now? Third of three. What is my path here at the end of all tales? Seventh, I know that you walk the path of sacrifice, as Odin did before. Eighth, I know that you sacrifice yourself to yourself, as Odin did before. And ninth, I know that you must walk where Odin could not before, on a path not yet taken. Ooh. And you will not walk it alone. Who sits in thy shadow, Thor? And then, of course, we get Donald Blake thrown in. It's like, oh, shit. Donald Blake, my other self. I told you the last time we were both in Vidblane, Thor. We're connected. I can find you here. My soul can, at least. I do have one, you know. The spark of humanity Odin created as camouflage, a shell, tied the son he loved best. I see we must argue this again at the end, and perhaps we should. Despite your dark deeds, I owe you an accounting. Odin did you wrong, but I did you little better. When last we met, you asked if I knew what Loki did to you, when I gave you to my sibling for punishment. If I knew where you were now. I was too busy to answer you, but the clue was in thy eyes, burned away by snake venom. The Skald placed you in the punishment they once suffered, did they not? You wished to become a god, and now you are, the god of lies. Of course, it's changing of that, so we'll see what goes on with that. It's clever, I suppose. Odin's evil child, who he never sired. Your evil brother, who's no relation, the god of lies, forever your opponent. Everything Loki no longer wants is chained to me, thanks to you. By my accounts, I created you, as much as my father ever did. Some would say that Donald Blake was Thor's greatest sin. Is that all? What? Is that all I am, your sin? Am I worth so little you cannot see me outside yourself? Blake. Donald. I spoke poorly, and I am sorry for that. I am sorry for all I did and all I should have done. But can this vast bitterness not rest in you even after I am dead? It's like, yeah, some people are just fucking hard on for that. But I do like that Thor is attempting to make amends. He's not just... I mean, a big part of that is saying sorry and everything, and he truly is. Well, that's the point, Thor. You should be so much deader. It's like, alright, as Blake fucking forms a fucking Mjolnir-like thing, and then smacks his ass. It's like, shit. I like how it's kind of like a lighter water kind of color of what's going on here. You say you owe me an accounting. You say you're sorry, as if you have the smallest understanding of what you're even sorry for. What do you know, Thunder God? What can you know? Have you ever suffered? Yeah, it's like, he has, man. What the fuck? I know that weapon. You've felt it before, Thor. Helnir, the devil's hammer forged from Protheum and hate, and through my power made a true reflection of Mjolnir, twinned with it through time and space, a dark opposite with its own dark lightning. He shoots it at him. It's like, shit. This storm isn't your servant, nor your friend. Does it hurt? Does it feel like poison in your veins? Good, it should. I am the god of lies, brother, and your pain is the biggest lie there ever was. For what can a god ever know of pain? Blake, this is madness that speaks. It's like, yeah. Madness, Thor, is thinking you can learn humility from a distance. Yeah. Blake's got a point there. Believing you can learn humanity while taking little breaks for godhood. Imagine that you can die suddenly, inevitably, in pain and love in the middle of things, die as humans must die, and still be here. It's like, man, you all go to different... Like, there's all different dimensions, man. This isn't madness. This is correcting Odin's mistake. Because arrogance with a smile is still arrogance. True. Because a kindly king is still a king. Yeah, I mean, those are decent points there, but you're still being an asshole. Because some lessons you can only learn through sacrifice. And then, of course, he blasts out Thor's eyes. It's like, shit, fuck. My eyes, a good beginning, but I have much more to teach you. You know only where I was, Thor. Do you know where I am now? Perhaps I'll tell you as you bleed, smacking and cracking at him. A final piece of wisdom for you to carry into oblivion. No, Blake, there is no wisdom on this road. It's like, shit, fuck. And Blake just thinks he's got this. It's like, nope. For it is a road already taken. It's like, and I'm like, yeah, Thor's been through this. I gave my eyes once for wisdom, Blake. I tore them from my head, hurled them into Mimir's well, and died on the world tree. Thus I learned the runes. Thus I learned the power and magic of my birthright. Let go. This is my hammer, Thor, yet twin to mine, as you said. Now you say I must learn something more vast and more strange than even the runes, something more terrible than death. And with no eyes I see that the god of lies speaks true, as he slams his hand onto the spike from Helnir. You say I am too much the immortal, as you yourself embrace the role Loki set for you, as I now see the spell Loki wove around me. For if we are both gods and neither mortal, then between the two of us, no, there is a human soul that goes spare, a human life. Let there be a new sacrifice then, a sacrifice of all power and pride, of myself to myself, a sacrifice beyond mere death. Let the winter of gods come, no, and let it come now, i.e., pretty much sacrificing that going on and taking on that human soul, because they're both gods now. That is a smart move on Thor's part there to do that. And then we get this amazing page here. Ooh. And then our panelings here. Thor, I don't feel it, Thor. What did you do with it? What did you do? What did you do with my soul? As he transforms into a serpent. And now we got the great serpent, who wore the name of Donald Blake, but could never be that again, screamed then to the ends of Vidblane. Yep, that changes things. It's like, ooh, this is kind of interesting, man. And I love this. That's just crazy. Yet there was no god left to answer him. And though he gazed to the end of eternity, there was no star to guide him, no bird to show him a sign. Naught but stillness and silence. Thor was gone. As we see the stick and everything, it's like, okay, this is interesting. You see blackness here, and then 2 pages here. But like here, for a while at least, open your eyes. Open your eyes! There you are. Good to have you back with us. I think you were just in a fight. Who? Me? Call me Lukey. It's like, okay, let's see how that goes. Lucky? Lucky. Why not? And you're lucky I was here to find you. You could have got really lost. As it is, here. A wallet with a few dollars and an apartment key, I think. You must have dropped them. No ID, though. You'll have to remember your own name. So, think hard. What's coming back? Who are you? Anybody interesting? Anybody special? My name is Sigurd. Sigurd Jarlsson, which of course lines up with Thor Odinson. Interesting there. I like that. And I am just a man. And we see him kind of beat up, and then we see him like that. And it's like, alright. And this is next, the Immortal Thor. As we've got it here. Woo! The legend begins. The Norse myths tell of gods who walked the earth doing great deeds for the mortals who believed in them. But Asgard isn't real and never was. The gods never soared in our skies, never stood with our heroes, never fought for kindness or justice. It was all just a story. Nobody's coming to help us, but somewhere in the city, a man is waking up. A man with a hammer. It's like, ooh, let's see how this goes. So, I enjoyed this because I liked it exploring everything that's kind of going on. This is a conclusion of the story that we've been following so far, but still shifting us forward into the new story. So you could be like, it didn't really end. And I'm like, true. But we still got a nice conclusion of what was going on. We see that Midgard is changed because of the sundering of the Black Bridge and the Rainbow Bridge, and that's changed up things. So hopefully that messes with Dario and the Enchantress's magic. I don't like that potentially that Magni could be in danger with the throne, especially with what those other kings were saying. So I think Thor might be going, like, Thor might have to figure that out to help out. I did like that they fought him and Donald Blake, and we've gotten a change up that Donald Blake was turned into the full kind of like the serpent that Thor's going to have to deal with. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. And them both being gods now, and then that spare human soul, that was a cool kind of way for Thor to get back into the land of the living, even though it's still a sacrifice and he still doesn't know who he is and he has to figure out what's going on in the world. Of course, we've got Lucky Lukey playing their kind of game, so we'll see what that kind of game is and what the Thor sacrifice was meant for. Loki's whole plans are still kind of in flux. We don't know exactly what their kind of endgame goal is, but I think that it is something to kind of help out Thor. even though being a Skald and being kind of an enemy of Thor, they aren't the god of lies who are usually put in opposition with Thor like we had with Donald Blake. So I really like seeing that. I also like the art style shift from what we've normally been used to Vidblane, and then shifting back again to, I think it's even still a different kind of art style. I don't know if it's a completely different art style, but we got a different art style with seeing Sigurd Jarlsson. And I can't wait to see where this goes next. I've really been happy with Ewing's run, and I can't wait to see where we're going next and what's going to happen with like this Immortal Thor and what the objectives and goals of this story is and where we'll get Thor back to. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.